Ma, have you noticed your timetables?
Yes, sir.
By 3:40, I will be ready with my online session. You have to be at least for 3:45. Now 3:55. How can I expect that students will be late? Let me wait for 2 more minutes. Ma, in the previous uh, session, we have started discussion regarding to the monetary policy or the flow of money in India, how what are the tools and techniques utilized by the RBI. In that part, we have discussed regarding to the quantitative techniques. Today, we will be going to discuss regarding to qualitative techniques. After that, I have been left over with two topics, unit banking and branch banking, so that we will be ending our first internal revision topics.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, please go on, ma.
Sir, why, sir, for every exam 2 dates has given, sir?
Yes, ma. Two batches are there, no? I think you are
Oh,
not coming to
yes.
college because
Yes,
of
sir.
huge strength. We have divided students into two sessions. First Monday, Wednesday, as well as Friday, one session. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, another session. Due to the
Okay.
we are following according to the government norms, ma. Our college will be always abiding the government norms.
Okay, sir.
So, as a part, as two sessions are there, definitely two question paper patterns will be there. And once
Okay,
again,
sir.
your particular class in charge, he will be telling all the guidelines. And as you have asked, let me say and let me clarify regarding to your doubt. Whenever your batch will be there, it might be odd batch or even batch, you have to come and you have to write the exam and you can leave the classroom. No need of
Okay,
attending.
sir.
If you are interested in attending the offline classes, you can attend over. But as you are interested in online classes, just you can come and you can write the exam and you can leave.
Okay, sir.
But let it be, let the information will be coming from management. Already the management has said to me that in this manner that they are going to plan over. So
Okay, sir.
let us wait for from the instruction from the management part.
Yes, sir.
They have planned exam from 12 to, that means last 2 hours, 12 to 1:45. So you will be coming by 12 and you will be writing exam and you will be leaving.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I don't think the number will be climbing up. Only 3 participants have joined. Okay, let it what the number it might be. So in the previous class, we have started regarding to the monetary policy of RBI. In that part, I have stopped regarding to repo rate as well as reverse repo rate. Now, in that particular class itself, I have said regarding to bank rate also. The first and foremost quantitative technique was bank rate. See, what the rules and how the technique used in the bank rate, the same thing will be applicable for the repo rate also. So bank rate means what that I have said, whenever the banks they are in need of finance, then they will be approaching RBI, then the RBI it will be lending amount. For that, definitely RBI will be charging some sort of amount, that is called as bank rate. The same thing here also, repo rate means whenever the banks they are out of funds, then they will be approaching RBI, then the RBI it will be lending its finances. But what is the major difference between bank rate and repo rate? Means in bank rate, no collateral transaction will be happen. That means you, without any securities, directly the RBI it is giving money. But in repo rate, what will be happening? Definitely collateral transaction has to be happen. Collateral security, it is nothing but until and unless the banks that they are going to deposit their securities with RBI, then only the RBI it will be lending money. అమ్మ ఈ విషయాన్ని నేను తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్తున్నాను కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ ఈ పర్టికులర్ టాపిక్ నేను తెలుగులో చెప్తున్నానండి, ఎందుకంటే ఈ టాపిక్ మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాబట్టి. బ్యాంక్ రేటు రెపో రేటు ఈ రెండింటిని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. బ్యాంక్ రేటు రెపో రేటు రెండు ఫంక్షనింగ్ ఒకటే ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే బ్యాంకులకు ఆర్థిక అవసరాలు ఉంటాయో అప్పుడు ఆర్బీఐ వద్దకు వెళ్తాయండి. అప్పుడు ఆర్బీఐ తన దగ్గర ఉన్న నిల్వల నుంచి ఈ బ్యాంకులకు ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. బ్యాంక్ రేటు రెపో రేట్కి రెండింటికి వ్యత్యాసం ఏంటి అంటే, బ్యాంక్ రేట్లో మీరు ఎటువంటి సెక్యూరిటీస్ తాకట్టు పెట్టుకోకుండా డైరెక్ట్గా రుణాన్ని తీసుకుంటారు, దాన్ని బ్యాంక్ రేట్ అంటాం. మరి రెపో రేట్ ఏంటంటే గవర్నమెంట్కి సంబంధించిన సెక్యూరిటీస్ని ఆర్బీఐ దగ్గర తనఖా పెట్టి మీరు కనుక రుణాన్ని గ్రహించినట్టయితే దాన్ని రెపో రేట్ అని అంటారు. This is the major difference between bank rate and repo rate. And why the banks that they will be taking bank when they are going to approach for bank rate as well as repo rate means, see, for long term purposes they will be going for bank rate, for short term purposes they will be going for repo rate. And don't think long term means it might be 1 year or 2 year. If the sources of funds for 1 month, then they will be going for bank rate. And if the sources of fund for just fortnight, that means 15 days, then they will be going for repo rate. This is the major difference between bank rate and repo rate. Now coming regarding to reverse repo rate. So quite opposite. So here sometimes the RBI it require funds. This is very rare cases. Then the public sector banks they are going to lend the money with RBI. So this is called as reverse repo rate. And now let us see what will be the rate of interest regarding to bank rate, repo rate, and reverse repo rate. Bank rate will be always higher. Repo rate will be comparatively low than the bank rate, and reverse repo rate will be also comparatively rate than repo rate. So bank rate is high, repo rate is moderate, and reverse repo rate is very low as compared to repo rate. So these are the three things that you have to understand in quantitative techniques. Now coming regarding to second aspect, qualitative control. In that first one, margin requirements. So margin requirements means what? Means it is the difference between the market value of the security offered for the bank loan and actual loan granted against the security. Simple thing, ma. You are having a house and you want some money. So actually the house that has been situated in that particular place will be worthing 25 lakhs. But when you are approaching the bank it will be giving either according to historical value or according to any some market rate, it will be giving 20 lakhs or 18 lakhs. So the difference between original market rate and what rate that you are approaching the loan is called as margin requirement. సో మీకు డబ్బులు అవసరం ఉంది, అవసరం ఉన్నప్పుడు మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న ఇంటిని తనఖా పెట్టడానికి వెళ్ళారు. మామూలుగా మార్కెట్లో అయితే అది 25 లక్షల నుంచి 30 లక్షల దాకా వెళ్తుందండి. కానీ మీరు బ్యాంకుకు వెళ్ళి కుదవబెట్టడం వల్ల, సారీ మా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్, సో బ్యాంకు మీకు 20 లక్షలు 18 లక్షలు ఇస్తుంది. కాబట్టి 25కు 20కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న 5 లక్షల దాన్ని మనం మార్జిన్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ అని చెప్పుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. ఆర్ యు ఏబుల్ టు హియర్ మై వాయిస్?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So this is called as margin requirements. So when you are going to approach, that means the particular public sector bank, it is going for RBI for any securities, then the securities in the market, what the security rate in the market, and what the RBI it is going to give on that particular security. The difference is called as margin requirements. Second comes regarding to credit rationing. Credit rationing, right, ma? So this is the maximum ceiling that RBI is going to fix over. Simple thing, you are having 1,000 rupees, you are having 1,000 rupees, but your father he has said that you are going to spend only 600 rupees. Even though if you are having 1,000 rupees, you are not having any such right to spend complete 1,000 rupees, but your father he has permitted you to enjoy only 600 rupees. That is the maximum ceiling that your father has kept over. So this is called as credit rationing. The RBI it will be also doing the same things to its public sector banks or private sector banks which are following the RBI guidelines. So here Vijaya Bank is there as well as SBI Bank is there. SBI Bank, as it is having more monetary sources, it can give over how much amount that it will be happen over. So all the customers they will be driven towards the SBI, leaving Vijaya Bank. So in order to eradicate these things, what RBI will be doing, it will be giving some ceiling. So it will be fixing some ceiling effects. In that manner, it will be giving equality justice for all the banks so that the customers will be equally distributed. That is called as credit rationing. Next comes moral suasion. Moral suasion is nothing but the RBI, it will be speaking in soft phenomenon. That means it is not going to take any action. Before going to take any action, first and foremost thing with soft soothing words, it will try to convince the banks. సో మీకు ఇక డౌట్ రావచ్చండి, ఈ మోరల్ సుయేషన్ అనేది అవసరమా అంటే, ఎప్పుడైనా బ్యాంకులు మనం ఏ విధంగా డబ్బులు తీసుకున్న తర్వాత రుణాలను ఎగిరివేయాలని మనం చూస్తామో, the public sector bank there also will be having some sort of intention. As they are approaching the RBI, they will be also taking some loans. When these loans are not repaid within the time to the RBI, then definitely RBI should also take some sort of action regarding to it. At the same time, the RBI is the apex bank where it is framing all the rules and regulations to all these bodies. When these bodies they are not going to follow according to rules and regulations of the RBI, definitely it has to take some charge. So నేను కొన్ని నియమాలు అనేటివి నిర్ణయించాను. మీరు గనక ఆ నియమాలను పాటించకపోతే ఖచ్చితంగా చెడ్డ పేరు నాకు వస్తుంది. బికాస్ ఐ ఆమ్ ద హోల్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ వాట్ ద సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. రేపు గవర్నమెంట్ వచ్చేసేసి ఆర్బీఐ గవర్నర్ని అడుగుతుంది తప్పితే మిగతా బ్యాంకులను అడగదు. మీరే కదా చట్టాలను చేస్తున్నారు, మీరే కదా బ్యాంకింగ్ వ్యవస్థను నడుపుతున్నారు అనేది. అయితే నేను ఒకటేసారి యాక్షన్ తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, రిలేషన్ అనేది చెడిపోతుంది. సింపుల్ థింగ్, వెన్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ కమింగ్ టు ద ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్, ఇఫ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు సే దట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ టీసీ, then the issue will become somewhat different. But when I'm approaching you and I'm saying what is the essence, what is the need of online class, if I'm giving some sort of knowledge and I am making you some sort favorable towards me, then you might come over. So this is called as moral suasion. That means the RBI directly it is not going to take any charge towards the public sector banks. Through soothing words, it is going to deal regarding to the public sector banks. Now coming regarding to publicity. So, what is this publicity means? Publicity is nothing but I think you are aware what is the financial year in our accounting terminology. Can anyone say, ma? What is the financial year, ma, in account terminology? Yes, please, Omar, go on.
Sir,
From July
April.
to
Yes, very good. Jaha, please, you go, ma.
Sir, April 29 to March 31st.
Why it is happening like that? Why not from January to December? Is there any answer from anyone?
Sir, crop, sir.
What crop?
This season, I think so, sir, at that time.
Once again, come on.
సార్ క్రాప్స్ అంటే క్రాప్స్ వేస్తారు సార్ ఆ టైంలో.
క్రాప్స్ వేస్తారా అండి? Okay, why you have called as March as ending year? Of course, what you have said is perfectly right, ma. See, now we are experiencing December, and I think most of you are having knowledge regarding to Sankranti also. Sankranti is the festival of farmers, where farmers they are going to harvest and they are going to reap and they are going to sell their crop in the market. So our country it is also based according to our culture itself. So this particular financial year, whatever it has been happened, it according to Indian culture. So by January, we are completely selling our crop in the market. So after that, in April, what Jaha has said, we are going to once again going to start our our farming activities. But particularly, what will happen in April itself? Once again, summer season is going to be happen. Only those people who are having plenty of water, who are going to have three crops in a year, they are going to start over. So this is according to our culture. Okay, okay, whatever it may be. Okay, now you are having knowledge regarding to accounting year. See, whenever after completing of one particular accounting year, definitely the public sector units, they have to display all their profit and loss accounts as well as balance sheet. I think this time when you are going to watch the newspaper, definitely please go through main newspapers. Definitely the public sector banks, they will be giving at least their positional statement either in newspaper or in business newspaper or some journals, some columns, definitely they will be giving over. This is definitely they have to do because according to Companies Act, definitely this banking industry or any public sector industry, they have to disclose all material facts to the public because they are taking the funds from the public itself. So here the RBI, it is also going to do the same kind of tricks. So publicity, that means it will be displaying all the profit and loss accounts as well as the balance sheets to the common public. Okay, why it is necessary in order to disclose the fact? Can anyone? ఒక ఎస్బీఐ కానీ ఆంధ్ర బ్యాంక్ కానీ వాటికి సంబంధించిన ప్రాఫిట్ అండ్ లాస్ అకౌంట్స్తో లేకపోతే బ్యాలెన్స్ షీట్స్తో మీకు ఏం అవసరం ఉందండి? Now, have you got my point? What is the necessity of displaying the SBI or Andhra Bank or any other banks profit and loss accounts as well as balance sheet to common public?
Sir, to know where they have spent the money, sir.
What for you? It is management. Of course, one good answer that you have given. What about others? Bhavana, please do respond. Please do respond, ma. Sainath, any answer from you? Somya? ఏమ్మా ఆన్సర్స్ కూడా ఇవ్వరా? అట్లీస్ట్ ట్రై కూడా చేయరా? Definitely you have to know, ma, the position statement as well as the income statement of that particular banking because you are investing money in that particular bank. So what our friend has said, where they are investing their your funds, in what manner that they are investing the funds. So what is the share value? Because on this itself, the share values will be dependent over. The share price will be either climbing or decreasing over. So that you have to observe. Otherwise, your money will be in wrong manner. So for this particular purpose itself, if you are going to observe regarding to Sahara MD Subrata Rai, he has declined in order to give the information to the common public. He was arrested and put in the jail, ma. Please go through the case facts of Sahara crime. So this is very much important. So whenever the government that it has made an order that in order to disseminate all the material facts, definitely the banks they have to give because they are collecting the money from the public and they are depositing in different manner. And here one another good example I am going to say, in Netflix, Scam 1992, a 10 episode skit was there, ma. Please, if you are having, please go through that, ma. It will be showing how Harshad Mehta he shaken our equity share market. So how he is going to transfer or how he will be playing the money in money market as well as equity market. They have shown really very excellent, ma. So that is what the common public should know how my money is diversifying, how they are routing my money, or they are investing my money in public sector or in any private sector or in foreign, for what purpose they have utilized my funds. It is very much important for a common man. For that reason, RBI they are giving announcement or they have made instructions to the bank in order to give all relevant information regarding to profit and loss account as well as balance sheet. Next come regarding to direct action. So direct action is nothing but whenever the commercial banks that they are not going to follow the guidelines of RBI, then definitely the RBI they are going to make a charge sheet. So actually the term charge sheet means you can hear this particular term in police department. That means they are going to file a case and they are going to look on regarding to the matter. The same thing the RBI will be also doing, but they are not approaching any police station. They themselves they will be looking over regarding to the things. Very good example why merging of different banks has been happened. In the previous class also I have said that because in one particular bank NPA assets have been increased over non-performing asset. Very good example if you are going to take Punjab National Bank. So Vijay Mallya he has kept more than 2500 crores. So from the 2500 crores nothing the Punjab National Bank has received over, then definitely RBI have to see over. So, like that, when the normal public sector banks they are not going to follow the guidelines of RBI, then definitely the RBI they are going to take some severe action. Either they might be changing the CEO, or they might be merging the banks, or completely they will be taking the possession of this banking assets and liabilities. So some manner, some different treatment will be taken regarding to the intensity of the thing that they have made over. And finally, credit authorization scheme. So credit authorization scheme is nothing but here uh, once again how the credit rationing is going to be happen. Here also the credit authorization scheme will be happen, ma. Whenever the commercial banks they are going to issue more than 1 crore. This is according to old norms, ma. Old norms, very very old norms. Whenever they are going to issue more than 1 crore rupees to the common public, then the public sector banks they have to approach the RBI and they have to take prior approval. In previous example, I have said that your father he has given 1000 rupees and you are supposed to enjoy with 600 rupees. But when you are going to enjoy more than 600 rupees, you have to approach your father and you have to take prior permission. That is called as credit authorization scheme. ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు 1 కోటి రూపాయల కంటే ఎక్కువగా ఒక్క కస్టమర్కి మీరు ఇవ్వదలుచుకున్నారు, ఒక కస్టమర్ అంటే దాని అర్థం ఏంటి? It might be an industrialist, it might be a group of people, it might be a cooperative firm, it might be an individual person, it might be a partnership firm. So ఇక్కడ కస్టమర్ అంటే different kinds of people రావచ్చు. So when a bank it is going to give 1 crore rupee for customer, then definitely it has to take prior permission from RBI. After seeing all the necessary information and data, then RBI it will be giving access either to grant loan or not. So this is regarding to oldest data, ma. But now the 1 crore rupees is nothing for MSME, micro small medium enterprises. Now they are giving 1 crore rupee. Now you can understand if they are granting 100 crores or 200 crores or 300 crores. I don't know that particular amount, how much the upper ceiling will be there. Then definitely they have to approach the RBI and they have to take prior permission. So these are the qualitative techniques and this will be followed by RBI. But particularly for your examination, you have to concentrate regarding to quantitative techniques rather than qualitative techniques. Okay, let me see what the time that I'm having left over. Okay, I have been left over with 3 minutes, Once again, you have to go for second class, final class. Are you having any doubts regarding to this particular topic, quantitative and qualitative?
No, sir.
By 2 days, I'm going to complete, I have been left over with unit banking advantages, disadvantages. Tomorrow, I'm going to complete. Day after tomorrow, branch banking advantages and disadvantages. And already for all the sections, I have passed over the banking booklet, whatever that you are going to say. For first unit I have given, second unit I have given, short answers I have given, long answers I have given. From that questions itself, I have given the question paper. Once again, I am making clear. Whatever the question bank that I have given, from that question bank itself, I have given the questions for your internal examination. And though that question bank, it will be helpful for your internal as well as external. Is that okay, ma?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, please speak on. Is my voice is audible, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can unmute, ma.